How legendary was Jim Brown's college football career? Imagine a player so dominant that his name still echoes through college football stories decades later. That's exactly what Jim Brown achieved during his time at Syracuse University. His college career is considered one of the most impressive in football history, especially when looking at old sports stories and legendary athletes. Jim Brown wore the number 40 for jersey, a number that became a symbol of power and skill. He was a multi-sport athlete, excelling in football, track, and lacrosse, but football was where he truly made his mark. Brown was known for his ability to run through defenses with strength and speed that seemed almost unfair for opponents. In his 3 varsity seasons, he rushed for a total of 2,091 yards on 361 carries, which averages nearly 5.8 yards per attempt. He scored 24 touchdowns during his college career. His senior year in 1956 was especially remarkable. He ran for 986 yards, averaging 6.2 yards per carry, and scored 13 touchdowns. That year, he set a record by scoring 43 points in a single game against Colgate, rushing for 6 touchdowns and kicking 7 extra points. This record stood for over 40 years and is often mentioned in old sports stories to illustrate just how far ahead of his time Brown was. Brown's performances in big games added to his legendary status. He had multiple games with over 150 rushing yards, including a 197-yard game against Colgate. In the 1957 Cotton Bowl, he ran for 132 yards and scored 3 touchdowns against Texas Christian University. Even in a losing effort, his individual brilliance was undeniable and still talked about by fans and sports writers. His achievements earned him a spot as a unanimous first-team All-American in 1956. He finished 5th in the voting for the Heisman Trophy, which is awarded to the best college football player each year. Syracuse later retired his jersey number 44, honoring his contributions to the school's football history. Old sports stories highlight not just what Jim Brown did, but how he did it. He was known for his power, quickness, and ability to break tackles. Opponents feared him, and teammates relied on him in critical moments. His nickname, First Down Brown, reflects his reputation for being dependable and a game-changer. Brown's college career laid the foundation for his professional success, but in stories about old sports heroes, his time at Syracuse is remembered as the start of a legend. His records, performances, and leadership on the field are still celebrated today. Jim Brown's college days show us a player who was truly extraordinary, a man who set a standard for what it means to be a football hero.